Navajo Rocks is one of my very favorite trails, and I just want to hit a few highlights here and explain some of just the very cool spots that are particularly exciting that you might want to ride. And let's start with Rocky Tops. And then we'll go up Coney Islands and we'll drop down Big Lonely, Big Mesa, and Ramblin' back to the lower trailhead. So that's one big 18-mile loop. There's this fun traverse on Rocky Tops, and it's actually steeper than what it looks like, so people kind of freak out. But you can ride it. The rock is got lots of traction, and it's easier to ride it than to try to walk your bike on this. So just get out there and do it. Unless you've got a really low center bottom bracket bike, it won't hit on the your upper pedal won't hit on the rock. On the north end of Rocky Tops is a really fun switchback series and a lot of slick rock, and also some crumbly, ledgy stuff. Of course, this is Moab. I'll take you on the rest of the switchbacks and the kind of technical drop at the bottom in the full Navajo Rocks video. As we start up Coney Island, going clockwise, we've got this really fun steep drop. So it's a good place to practice. If you aren't used to this sort of thing, there's a good safe run out, and you can get up a little speed, but lots of traction, nothing scary down there. Big Lonely is great fun if you go clockwise. If you go counterclockwise, you got to climb a lot of stuff to be a lot more fun going down. There's a lot of slick rock descents. Here we've got a gentle descent, and in a few moments we're going to get into, you just keep rolling along here. It's a little bit choppy, but it's pretty nice. And then we get down into a switchback here. It's a sandy switchback, so it's a little skittish, but the treat's coming up really soon. Look at this. You're picking up some slick rock. You burst out of these trees, and then you make this really fun descent. And it's not really steep, and it's just like powder skiing. You could just kind of flow around, go back and forth if you want, and just suck it up. Look at that slick rock. That's not slick, of course, but it's not chunky. And then at the end, you just pitch over the side. This part is a little steep, but should be okay. And now, Big Mesa Trail. Clockwise, of course. Another advantage of going clockwise is you've got these great descents. They're very gentle, so it's actually pretty easy to climb, but they're much more fun to go down because you can really pick up some speed here. I mean, just max it out at, now if you're a mountain bike, maybe do 18, 20 miles an hour, and that's what you can do here. And it's nothing dangerous. You just fly. And then you get over into this area. Look at this fun little traversey kind of ledgy thing. And it's one of my favorite places to drop down. That's why I included it in this video, because I want you to see how you drop down this. And of course, going up it would be not much fun. Maybe somebody does it, but I don't. I had to put this wobbly bridge in here. It's sort of a treat along the way. It does make noise. It does kind of bounce around or move around underneath you. Some people walk it, but it is kind of fun and it's unusual. So just go ahead and ride it. You'll be fine. On Ramblin', see that tree on the right? We'll just pass that. It's a really bumpy spot here that people focus on. And this makes kind of a sharp right along here that drops off kind of steep on the left. It's a cliff. But then you've got amazing slick rock descents. And it's just like one after another. You do a little climbing here and there, but see how the slick rock is really smooth? Yeah, just let her rip. So as we get towards the end of the big slick rock descent, still far from the end of the trail, we have a bowl coming up here. And it's steeper than it starts to drop down here just around this bush. And it kind of freaks people out if you're not used to it. But that is pretty fun. And then you just go on some mason riding from there.